Everybody, Angry Mac here, and today my craft journey brings me down there to the DC area. Jay West, Take, Reveries, Providence. Who is Jay West? What is Take? Jay West, I believe, was originally a Reddit reviewer, went from Reddit infamy because he pulled no punches from what I understand. I don't really recall much of his stuff from Reddit. I'm not really on Reddit much. They're a bit aggressive for me, and Angry Mac is not that aggressive most of the time. I do know he's whiskey raiders and I think bottle raiders. And if you go to the Take website, there's about 2,500 different spirit reviews that he has done, ranging from rum, tequila, scotch, whiskeys, bourbons, you name it. He has reviewed it all. He is truly a enthusiast. He's a man who does many different panels. He goes to many different shows. He speaks to many different peoples. But he's also a person who works with a tremendous amount of charities. I have a bottle back here somewhere, Daybreak, that they did for its top shelf, if you can see it, all the way up there. Daybreak, which was for Alzheimer's. These two bottles were Cancer bottles. One is the Art of the Spirits, the other one is the Penelope, and they are Take picks. So, who is Jay West? He may have went to one of the favorite bourbon enthusiast, nerd reviewers on the internet, and then started making his own whiskey. Providence, great whiskey. This is a brand new bottle just offered to me. Just had it the other day. Just came in. I'm not even open. Most of these aren't open except the two Cancer bottles of the Daybreak's almost done. That was a collaboration with Rarebird. If you know who Mr. Jennings is, Rarebird, you may want to look him up also. But he does a lot of great stuff. So he went from this internet reviewer, could have been sitting in his basement just like Angry Mac, I don't really know, to someone who is running one of the single barrel networks, Reveries, one of the biggest that you could possibly imagine. These Reveries sell out very quickly. If you haven't been on Shared Pour, you go on Shared Pour, you can buy all the Take stuff. The Reveries go in a second. So what I have in here in front of me is the 8. This is the Confectioner's Curse, which was just given to me. I have the Still Wakes, and I have the Cask Collective. I have the Providence, I believe, the 7-year in front of me. These are all his picks, his startups. These are what he's doing right now that are under his Take label specifically. Cannot get them anywhere else. But if you go on the website, once again, Take, you can find stuff from Barrel, Nulu, Bardstown, Blue Run. You can find tequilas. You can find a whole plethora of eclectic spirits that they're doing. But we want to know, who is he? Let's find out what he's doing. He built his reputation on Reddit, built it on bourbon, built it on the back of bourbon. What did he do? Thousands of reviews. Brutally honest scoring system, as I said, pulled no punches, and he's got the biggest single barrel network out there. He consults, he buys, he blends, he works with retail, he does it all. He is all over the place when it comes to spirits. Not all over the place when it comes to spirits, he's all over the world. He could be in Scotland, he could be in Ireland, he could be in New York, he could be wherever he is. So what we have is Reveries, Providence, Take, Shared Pour. He is putting out some banger products. As I said, he is the head guy for Providence, head guy of the Reveries. I don't really know too many private barrel, just for one person, picks from Penelope. Just from one person went in there and said, let's do this Cancer. This is theirs. I think it's unbelievable. It's one of their picks. So he keeps things honest. He keeps things going. So let's figure it out. Is it his internet status? Is it the personality? Is it really good source whiskey? Is he this amazing palate? Let's see what it is. Let's take a look. And I have opened up the Reveries Cask Collective, and this is a short barrel, I believe. I believe there were only 86 bottles. So was lucky enough to get this from my man Corey. You guys should be following him. The Cask Collective. So let's get into this. I have not had a Reveries in quite some time now. Every one I've had has been fantastic. I had a 16 or a 17 year that just blew me out of the water. I had the Devil's Run. I have another sample someone sent me, the Bees, a gentleman from Jersey, said, Mac, we picked that Devil's Run. We have another one for you. Let me send it to you. Can't get enough of this Reveries. I really can't. So let's get into the review of the Reveries. So once again, this is the 10-year short barrel. I believe there were about 80 bottles. The color is absolutely beautiful. It is an orange coppery color. Got some nice thickness on it, some nice grasps onto the side of that. It's not even legs, it's just staying there. It's not even coming down. What do you got on the nose? This is a classic bourbon nose. The first thing I get is that caramel vanilla. It is a fruitiness, a light fruit, more in that maraschino cherry, strawberry vein, maybe a little raspberry. Touch of honey. There is a nice, almost a nuttiness to it that really gives an undertone to what we're looking at and what we're smelling. But once again, you may smell this and not get the same. So me, I'm getting very classic. And I've explained this before. My palate, the way I smell, is very common. I think it relates to a lot of people because it's very simple. I am not very complex. I say it. I refer you to my wife again. I'm not complex at all. What you see is what you get. Cheers. Oh my gosh, yes. Definitely a nice little nuttiness up front. Lots of brown sugar, caramel, a little bit of heat, not much. Don't know the mash bill, but there is such a nice cherry sweetness in this with that nuttiness, a touch of cinnamon. It has got such a truly great flavor to it. I like the hug. The legs are absolutely fantastic once you start drinking it. They're really holding on. I don't know if you can see that, but they are really holding on there. So these bottles generally go anywhere from, I believe, $89 to the high-end ones are $4.99. Once again, not sure. The Provenance was a little less. I think it was like $79.99. And once again, the Art of the Spirits, the Penelopes, they're all different prices depending upon what they get them from. But I would highly recommend you trying a Reveries. I don't know if they're all going to be as good as this 10. I do believe that they're all going to be absolutely fantastic. So this is a nice Kentucky hug, dry, nice finish. Beautiful oakiness. Beautiful oakiness. So the verdict on at least the 10-year and every Reveries I've tried, it is something you'd want to buy. It is something you'd want to buy immediately. You'd want to look into it. You get a chance to sample it. You should. Because odds are, once you try the Reveries, you are going to love it. This age on these bourbons, as I said, I don't recall seeing anything lower than an 8. There could be, don't quote me, but I've only seen an 8 and higher. So we're getting some age on it to begin with. Nothing's going out there. So wherever he's sourcing these barrels on, everything here is on the back. Very transparent. You can see on the back of the label, it gives all kinds of information. They're all cask strength again. Biggest private selection, single barrel picks, I think, out there. I don't think anybody's bigger. So, once again, who is Jay West? What is he doing? Jay West is an enthusiast, great personality. I've only heard great things about him. Never spoken to him personally. We exchanged some messages. And he's got an incredible love for spirits. Brutally honest. He tells you what it's like. Doesn't sugarcoat anything. Charitable man. Definitely runs some nice charitable bottles. And once again, very transparent on that. Like you knew what you were paying for when you bought, especially the Daybreak. That extra $15 was going to Alzheimer's right off the top to help explain the price. So I would say, who is he? I think he's a great guy. And if he's picking these or helping these, he's really giving out great selections. Even though he's not picking these barrels himself, they're private selections by other people. If you get an opportunity to do a Reveries, I had the opportunity. I couldn't do it. They did it on Wednesday. I was working. It was actually this one right here. The Confectionary's Curse. I'm going to get into that another time and do a nice review. Once again, go out, buy Reveries. Who is Jay West? Apparently a great dude with great taste, man. But more importantly, find the people you love. Give them a hug. Tomorrow's no guarantee. It's not what's in the bottle. It's who you're having a bottle with. If I had to score the Reveries, I'd be right up there, 9 out of 10. Cheers.